Hey guys, Morgan here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I am really excited to be bringing you a porch transformation. I redid my porch for fall 2020 for less than $25. Now if you want to see that unfold right before your eyes, just keep on watching. We have cleaning, decorating, and some DIYs all nested in this video for you today. But it is not just me you're going to be seeing. I teamed up with some amazing channels. We have Positively Gazelle, She Wolf Mom, Stacy Rebecca, Two Chicks Ever After, and Living La Vida Chic. All of those channels are going to be linked in the description box down below. They are amazing. Please go over, show them some love, check them out. We all have very similar content, but yet very different, unique signatures for sure. And I know if you enjoy mine, you are going to love theirs. Now, we're all giving you the maximum amount of fall today, so I am going to have a playlist linked at the end of this video, and if you are looking for a little bit of inspiration, just click that link. You can watch all of our videos today, and I am so excited to be sharing those channels with you. You're going to love them. Okay, let's dive headfirst into this cleaning. Now for me, I really like to start off with a clean, fresh slate. So I took everything off of my porch and I'm going through and just dusting all of the cobwebs off and really sweeping the floor really nice. This porch could stand to be power washed if I'm being honest, but I didn't have time to get that done during this video, and we will be power washing the entire house, including the porch, here very soon before we turn from kind of fall into winter. So it will be done, just not today. Now, my father-in-law was actually kind enough to make this bench for me out of wood that we already had on hand, and it is amazing. I love that it adds like the perfect touch of rustic into this space. So you're gonna see us kind of transforming a couple different pieces throughout this video, but that is definitely one of them, so it didn't cost anything at all. I gave the chairs a nice little wipe down as well as the cushions. And once the chairs were back together, it was time to start kind of decorating the space, which, let's be honest, that is the fun part. Now, I picked up two different rugs here. I'm going to link my fall haul down below if you're interested in seeing where I got anything, but I definitely wanted to layer my rugs. I know a lot of people have this kind of plaid black and white rug this year, but it is so cute. It is amazing. I have a flower pot that I already had on hand from IKEA, and then two lanterns that I actually keep outside in front of my house pretty much all season long except for winter. But let's take you into the garage. Let's go through and do a little bit of some DIYs. Now this is more of that same wood that we built the bench out of. We actually had some extra, and I wanted to make a sign to put in front of my home. Now, I love the welcome signs that everyone in my neighborhood kind of has just in front of their homes, but to be honest, those are like $50 or $60, and that is really pricey. We made ours for less than $5, you guys. So I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. Now, I picked up some white paint from Walmart, and if you have paint, you can just skip that. And then I also picked up these stencils, which I ended up not using. As you can see, I just wanted to kind of freehand it and make it a little bit more whimsical. I figure I have two sides of my board, and if it looks terrible, then I can just flip it over and restart it. But I actually really kind of like how this turned out. So I just took So what you see me doing here is I dampened a paintbrush. That was because this paintbrush is a little bit old and it needed some help. And then I just dipped it into my white paint and I started to kind of map out my welcome. I do recommend that you should probably write this with a pencil and then kind of go over if you're going to freehand, but I just wanted to go for it, so that is what I did. I painted on welcome with some white paint, and you can definitely elevate this by doing different colors or doing some shadow, different effects, but I wanted it simple and cute, and I went ahead and painted welcome on my sign. Now once my little shabby chic welcome sign was all done and put together, I let it dry and then I added it to that white pot in the corner of my porch from IKEA. I also picked up these tall pieces of grass. They're actually weeds or invasive species in my area, but I thought that they were super cute and they just screamed fall to me. So pick some of those up and put them into the pot with my welcome sign, kind of nesting them all in together. And I love how this turned out. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And do you guys do that? Do you pick up random pieces of flowers or grass or whatever and put it into your decor? Let me know that too. And when I'm decorating, I like to just use things I already have on hand, even if they aren't meant for what I'm doing or using them for. So I actually grabbed a scarf that was in that same black and white plaid, and I'm using it as a blanket. So I'm putting it out here to add some texture and some warmth to the space. And then I have kind of a couple other odds and ends that I picked up this year from Hobby Lobby, Target, the Dollar Tree. I'm going to have a link to a fall decor haul in the description box down below, so if you are interested, please click on that and go check it out. But here we have just a nice cozy sitting spot for us to enjoy the front porch. Okay guys, you saw us cutting 3 different 16-inch pieces of wood, and I bought this for $1.75. I think it's so cute. Oh, sorry, $1.74. And I want to hang it on my door here, but it's a little bit too small. So I want to fill that space in with something else. And I thought this piece of wood behind it would really bring kind of the welcome sign from the other end of the porch to this side. So that's what we're going to do. We have the 3 pieces of wood, and then to connect them, I'm going to screw 2 kind of strips of wood behind it, flip it over, and then we'll make our front door DIY. Now I decided nails would be a little bit easier than screws, so I just nailed in these 2 support boards behind kind of my sign structure, and then I centered what will be my little sign right on the base of it. And this came with 2 little handles. I think it's actually supposed to be a tray, but for me, since it does already have these handles, I decided to cut off the bottom, and then I can use the top to then adhere it to my board, and it's going to work out perfectly. Now I just cut this off with scissors. It was really easy to do, and I wanted to add some plaid to my sign as well, so I did put a bow up on the top. And you can certainly make your own bow, but if you know anything about me, I'm not good at that. So I purchased a pre-made bow, and I just actually wired it onto my frame because it already had a wire on the back kind of holding the center of the bow together, and it worked out perfect. Okay guys, so we are still working on the front door wreath, and I picked up this little guy from Walmart. I really like it because it says welcome on the other end, and then this end will say home, so I think that's super cute. Excited to use that. And then I have some greenery from the Dollar Tree. And then I think these guys are from Walmart, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use, but I'm just gonna play around and see what I like. Once I liked the placement of my home, I just super glued that on to my frame. Now, I really loved the green, that just light color. I thought it was really classic and clean, but I'm going for black and white plaid with pops of orange this year, and I felt like that just didn't fit my theme, and I really wanted to carry over some orange into the door since I do have the orange chairs on the opposite side of the porch. So I decided to use my Dollar Tree leaves, and I took all of these off of the stem, just twisting them and breaking them off, and then I used the wire in the stem to wrap them around my frame and nest them into place. I did also use some super glue to just adhere some of the ones that kind of popped off of the stem, and I use super glue, but you can certainly use hot glue gun. That might work a little bit better, honestly, but I didn't have an outlet near where I was sitting, so that's why I used hot glue. And then we actually drilled 2 holes in the top of the board, and then I fed ribbon through and that is going to be able to hang on my door then. I thought that was going to be a little bit easier, and again, a little pop of plaid to bring the spaces together. And I added a hook, put on my little wreath or centerpiece, and I love how this turned out. It was so cheap to make, and I think it makes all of the difference. I really like that it says welcome on the one side and home on this side, and it is so cute and homey and cozy to me. What do you guys think? What was your favorite DIY? And after all our hard work, here is the beautiful after, our front porch transformation for fall 2020. This video was so fun to create. I absolutely love fall. This is by far my favorite season. I live in the upper Midwest, so we don't get too much of beautiful weather, and I am definitely going to enjoy and appreciate. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much again for stopping by, and if you're watching this far, you are amazing. If you want a little bit more of me, here, click one of these links on the screen, and don't forget, we do have that fall playlist with all of these lovely ladies who collaborated with me on today's video right here. Until the next one, I will be talking to you later. Bye-bye.